I'm allowed to have 10 minutes, and I'm supposed to talk about 통일 대박 in 10 minutes. I'll make a quick summary of it. Okay. 통일 means unification or reunification. 대박 means a huge gain, which will lead the country to the prosperity in peace. So you can guess some of the meaning of it. Then 통일 대박 is composed of two parts, before unification and after unification. Before I go into these aspects, I would like to say something about the recent trend in South Korea. Actually, you can see that according to the opinion poll in 2014, the Korean people say, I get no benefit from reunification. That amounted to 66%. Then there will be no reunification in that case. Now, the book, 통일 대박, appeared, and then President Park announced 통일 is 대박. And then for the emotion of the masses in Korea has been changed dramatically. Then after 1 year, the people who think reunification is necessary went over 80%. It's dramatic. If that is the case, then reunification is possible. If it is necessary, who is going to work for it? Then this dramatic change has been happened now. Let's look at the following thing. We can think of the reunification cost and the required funds in three aspects: crisis management expenses and systemic unification expenses and physical capital investment. People were worrying about the size of the reunification cost, but the gain from the reunification is just huge. Then, how can you reach to the point of 통일 대박? We have to go through 4 tracks. First, we should have 2 separate economic groups for a 10 years period after political reunification. If the 2 parts of the country is mixed up right away, as in the case of Germany, then we cannot handle it. Now, the second part, this one includes the secret of 통일 대박. There is buy Korean product policy. All the hardwares, all the physical capital needed in northern part of the country, all those are supposed to be produced in the south. Then if they produce and supply all the physical capital and then supply to the north, then there will be a 통일 대박. And the third one is decrease in military expenses for 10-year period. As in the case of Japan, they spent just 1% of GDP for a long time. But in case of Korea, if Korea can reduce the amount of military expenditures down to 1% for just 10 years, then it will give you 2% of GDP for the economic development in the northern part of the country. And the last one is cash compensation, monetary compensation to the owners of the land. That is very important. In case of Germany, they just decided to just return the land and real estate to the original owner. Then there should have been suits more than 2 million lawsuits, and the economy were just in the difficult times. So if we keep these 4 tracks properly, then Korea can realize 통일 대박. Now, the result of this will show this amount. If Korea is unified when GDP per capita is around $32,000. And then if they go through the process, the 4 tracks properly for 10 years, then after that, they can reach to this point, more than $62,000 per capita. If you look at this chart, then you will find out that is just next to the United States, exceeding the GDP per capita in Great Britain, Germany, France, Japan, all those leading countries. It's just marvelous. But it's not just a wish. It is based on the effective demand in macroeconomy. So you can realize that one. So unified Korea will be a leading country in this whole world if you go through this 대박 project, 대박 route. Then the problem is how you can make reunification. That's also the most important part of it. And that one can be possible just through this 통일 대박 project. You know, if all the people in South Korea understand the track and result of this 통일 대박, they will want to have reunification in Korea. The emotion of the masses will move toward the reunification. And if that emotion goes through to the part of northern section of the country. And if the people in the North will realize they can be just the people in the leading country in the world, then they will change their mind. They don't have to support Kim Jong-un or whoever it is. So they will decide what to do. Eventually, free democracy and market economy. With that system, the country will go upward, upward, upward. Otherwise, it's just not possible. And lastly, I would like to say just one thing. This 통일 대박 is based on the theory R. That is, the strategy for Korean reunification. Reunification starts with the letter R, so I named theory R. That is, it is based on the Tinbergen's theory. If you have N targets, then you have to at least N strategies to go there. So if you have 2 targets, then you have the 2 strategies at least. In fact, in North Korea, there are 2 entities, the regime and the people. You have to separate them. If you think they're the same, then there would be no reunification. So, reunification can be achieved through the people in the North, not the power in the regime, not by Kim Jong-un. The reunification can be achieved by the people and residents in Korea, in northern part. That is the point of this strategy for reunification. Then all the strategies will have a different aspect. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.